Decent movie. Not groundbreaking or anything. You know, it was cool. Definitely felt like discount Infinity War, in the sense that it's like, let's bring all the people in, but then not have enough time to really focus on like making the amazing plot. Like, I don't want to go too far into it because people haven't watched, and I'm not the kind of person that likes to give spoiler-free reviews, because you can't really explain your points well properly without giving spoilers. But like, they could have done so much more with it. Like, it's not enough to just say the people are here, therefore movies 10 out of 10, right? The people are there, and I'm glad the people are there, but like, you gotta like actually do shit. I could list the things that they could have done that would have made it better, but you know, it is what it is, man. You watch Far From Home without watching the Marvel movies in between, it still makes sense to you, so you're expecting this. Honestly, Far From Home is not heavily referential, though. I would argue that No Way Home, if you haven't watched the previous Spider-Man movies, like, I don't mean the previous MCU ones, I mean the previous ones. There's so much that's like not explained fully in the actual movie that if you didn't have prior knowledge, if you hadn't watched those movies, you know what I mean? There's gonna be some things you're like, what the fuck? How do you connect with certain characters properly if you didn't actually know them before? Like, I don't think they did enough work for that. Like, I knew them before, and there's still a few things I forgot here and there, but like, if you didn't watch those movies and you go into this one, it might feel a bit empty, I'm not gonna lie. I just think the movie wasn't as fleshed out as it should have been. There's so much they could have done with like backstories and things like that. Like, this really could have been on some Avengers level shit, like some Endgame level shit, but it just wasn't. I've watched every Spider-Man movie. My point was that for people that haven't watched those previous ones, I think there'll be a lot that wouldn't make sense. You know, if you only watched MCU Spider-Man, there would be a lot of things that you just be like, okay, why am I supposed to care about this person or this villain or whatever? Like, because usually with a Marvel movie, there's like a backstory to a villain where you see like their progression from like somewhat regular person into their descent into villainy. I think that's a word. But it's like they kind of expect you to just know who that is. Like, well, you watch those movies, right? So you know, right? But like, would I comfortably sit someone in the cinema who's never watched a Spider-Man movie to watch No Way Home? I don't think I'll be comfortable doing it. I think they would just be a bit like, why am I supposed to care about this person and that person, and what's that person's motivations? If you already watched them, you know, but like, if you never watched them, it's like, I don't know if I'll sit you in to watch that. I could sit you in to watch Homecoming. I could sit you in to watch The Amazing Spider-Man. I could sit you in to even watch Spider-Man 2. Even without watching the first one, you could still watch it, right? If you've never watched any other Spider-Man movie. But I would feel weird. Like, I want to hear the opinions of people that have never watched a single Spider-Man movie and just went into No Way Home, as well as the opinions of those who watched maybe just the Holland movies and never watched anything before that and then just watched No Way Home. I think there'll be a lot of stuff just that wasn't clear to them. I would argue that the action scenes in Far From Home were more interesting than the ones in No Way Home. I would argue that. I wouldn't put No Way Home as like one of my highest rated. I wouldn't put No Way Home anywhere near Spider-Man 1 and 2. Like, nowhere near that. I would probably still put The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 over it as well. That's just me, okay? That's just me.